He is the calmest, coolest quarterback. One of the calmest, coolest I've seen, maybe all the way back to Joe Montana. And this guy's his first year in the NFL. Michael Holley, good morning. Welcome back. How are you?
Good morning, Mike. Good to see you. And it's not, you called Jayden Daniels a cool quarterback. I wonder, don't you wonder, does he ever get flustered in any situation? I can't imagine him in any situation being overwhelmed. Does Jayden Daniels get into, when he's driving, does he like rush people? Does he flip people off when he's driving? I can't imagine him doing anything, all the things that maybe I would do or you would do when the heat is rising a bit. He just seems composed at all times.
Well, the pressure gets higher and higher, and it reaches its peak so far on Sunday when the Commanders take on the Eagles in Philadelphia. Rodney and I talked about some of the angles earlier, but this idea, and Rodney didn't take the bait. Rodney shot me down. I'm going to run it by you. I just feel like as you progress through the postseason, if you start with that game against the Bucs where they got beat pretty soundly week one, let's see what they can do. Nobody really expects anything, and then they win it late. And then they go into Detroit where no one expects them to win. You're on house money. We're not supposed to be here. They're the team of destiny. We got nothing to lose, so let's just go have fun. And then you win that game. Now, I think it's hard to be loose, or it's harder to be loose, because you're getting pretty close to the top of the ladder. And you look down, and you say, holy crap, look how far we've come. And you start to feel a little more pressure than you do in a house money game. Because it doesn't matter that you're on house money. You're ready to win the jackpot. And here it is. And what are you going to do about it? And it helps that they have Jayden Daniels. It helps tremendously that he's not going to be freaked out by it, but it's a different set of dynamics than they've ever experienced. And it's clearly a different set than he's ever experienced.
You know, it's a great point. I think it's probably a split. To be honest, it's probably a split in that Commanders locker room between players and coaches. So is Jayden Daniels freaked out? He's never been here before, but as we just said, he's composed. So in a good way, he doesn't know what he doesn't know. It's just like, okay, well, let's just go out and play ball. I don't think that anything gets to him. I don't think Dan Quinn, who has been in a Super Bowl before, I don't think he's freaked out by it. But imagine, and I have great respect for, some of their veteran players, but think about Jonathan Allen, or Terry McLaurin is going to be playing in his fourth playoff game. He's almost 30 years old. He's only been in 4 playoff games his entire career. And this is going to be the third of 4. The only other one was a game against Tom Brady, I think, in 2020. So, all right, my 4th playoff game? I'm in a conference championship game? I thought I was excited when they got Daniel Snyder out of here. I was excited when they brought in Dan Quinn, and I got a coordinator who uses my abilities and knows what I'm capable of doing. But I never thought in our first year we'd be in the conference championship with the chance to get to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying Terry McLaurin is going to be afraid of the moment or it's going to be too big for him, but it's hard to stay away from a little bit of reflection, even though you got a big game to play. I think it's a good point. This is an unfamiliar stage for most of the people in that locker room.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.